Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Woman on a Journey. If you are new here, my name is Emily and I talk about all things motherhood, living a holistic and non-toxic lifestyle, homeschool, marriage, and faith. So if any of those things interest you, please be sure to subscribe below and click the bell on the side for notifications for whenever I post new videos. You can also follow me on social media and those links will be linked down below. And you can visit my website at awomanonjourney.com. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my morning routine. It's basically my me time. And one of the things that I do, I'm sure like many of you, is have my alarms on my cell phone. And I'm not a morning person, so I tend to have several alarms before I actually get up. And what I've been doing a lot is when I try not to fall back to sleep, I go on my phone and try to just scroll through social media. I'll go through my emails and try to keep myself awake. The problem with that is 20, 30, sometimes 40 minutes pass by and I'm already off schedule for my day. And so I've been trying to make a very conscious effort in just being able to not do that. Hopefully get up by my third alarm and just really get my day started. So normally what I'll do is I'll get ready, and then I'll head to my living room and I'll spend that time in prayer with God. And this is just a healthier way for me to start my day, really focus on what's more important, giving the Lord my first fruits of my day. And it really does help me when it comes to my attitude, the mood that I'm in. It just really makes a huge difference for me. And some of you might not be a morning person, maybe you're an evening person, and so you know that might work for you, where you might have that kind of routine in the evenings. I'm not a morning person, but this is what works best for me. And my day just gets away from me a lot of times, and by the evening I'm exhausted. So for me, having this time alone for me with the Lord is what works best for me. And so normally after I pray, I'll go and sit down and I'll take my Bible, my notebook, spend time just reading, taking down notes, anything that the Lord is speaking to me, any questions that I might have that I might want to look into more and study further. One of the things that I encourage, if you have trouble studying the Word of God or even understanding it, which a lot of times I do as well, I recommend one of the studies that I recently did is called the Esther Intensive, and it's by Daughter of Delight. The founder, her name is Elle Cardell, and this is not sponsored at all. This is just something that I'm sharing because I found it really helpful. The study, she goes so in depth into the book of Esther. It's not just a few minutes here and there kind of study. It really teaches you how to dig deep, how to really understand what the Word of God is saying, understanding the characters. If you like novelas, definitely the Esther Intensive will just really give you a better understanding of this whole thing, because it's just nothing but drama. And just so much happening in the book of Esther, and just seeing the way characters develop from the beginning to the end, and just how things just change. And it's just a really good book to do a study on, and I really like the way it was broken down by Elle. And what I like is at the beginning, she does have a video where she explains how to study the Bible and how to actually do this study. And so that was really helpful. And every week there is a video that kind of summarizes and goes over everything that was just studied that week. It is a 6-week study. I took probably about 10 weeks to go through it, and only because it was just a lot to take in, to understand, and I didn't really want to rush through it. I really wanted to make the most of it. And so it was a really good study to do. I definitely recommend it, and I'll link that below for you if you're interested in. She also has a free devotional, I believe it's like 5 days. It's called Rooted. So if you're not interested in doing the study, but you really want to understand how to study the Bible, then I recommend signing up for that email. And it's 5 days that she breaks down how to study the Bible. And so I definitely recommend that if you're interested in it. Another study that I did before this one was Trustworthy. It's a study on 1st and 2nd Kings. I've never studied or really read the Book of Kings before. This is by Lysa TerKeurst, and this was a really good study. I started it. I also took about 10 weeks on this study. It was actually a lot longer, I felt, some days than others. But I started this study when I was struggling with my trust with the Lord, and I actually have a blog post that I write about my journey with trusting God, and I'll link that down below. But with this, I felt like it really did help me to better understand and just the lives of these kings that I never really, some of them I heard of, some of them I never heard of at all. And just how the ones that trusted him, how they reaped the blessings of God, and how God's hand was upon them, and just their leadership. And then those that didn't trust the Lord, just seeing how life turned out for them, and how even their disobedience and distrust in the Lord led down in the generations to come, and their sons that became kings, and just kind of how that affected them. And so, you know, this is a really good study if you're having trouble trusting God, or you just want to better understand the Book of Kings. This is a really good study to do. And then the study that I'm doing right now, this is called Talking with God, and this is by Charles Stanley. And this is really good. A lot of us, we have trouble communicating with God, whether it be we feel we're not worthy enough. Sometimes it could be the very sin in our own lives, unconfessed sin. It could be, I mean, multiple things that affect our communication with God, whether it's us praying or us listening to the Lord. And sometimes that might be us not getting the answer that we want. We're happier with the yeses, but we don't like the no's or the you have to wait. And so this is a really good study. He has a book that I read that's really good, and I lent it to my dad, but it's called How to Hear from God. So if you're interested, I definitely recommend that book. It's a really good breakdown on how the Lord speaks to us. But this study is definitely thought-provoking questions. He breaks down everything so well. And so if you're looking for a study, this is another one that I recommend. So what I tend to do is, after I take my time with the Lord and I read my Bible or do my study, then I'll go ahead and I'll start making breakfast. I'll get my son up. During breakfast, I like to read a devotion. I'll either read a devotion from the Bible app. There's a lot of great free devotionals on there. Another devotional that I might do is Little God Time for Mothers, and this was given to me by a friend. This is a really great devotional to kind of just, I guess, to really just give moms some encouragement every day. And so this has definitely given me some encouragement and just even thought-provoking questions. So this is a really good devotional that has blessed me. And if I don't do that during breakfast, then I'll probably do it in between class breaks with homeschooling my son. Another devotional I have from the same friend, this is a 5-minute devotional for homeschool moms. And this is really good too. Homeschooling is not easy. Moms who homeschool need all the encouragement that they can get. And so this has been a blessing for me. I've only read a few of them already. And what I like about it is it kind of just helps you, especially because homeschooling is not the easiest thing. It helps you redirect your focus, and it helps you really recognize what's important every single day. And so this is really encouraging for homeschool moms. If you're interested, I'll link those down below as well. But that's basically what my morning looks like. And like I said, for me, it works in the morning, even though I'm not a morning person. And it really helps me to kind of refocus my day whenever, especially the devotionals. If I haven't done them in the morning, then I'll probably do it in the afternoon or something that helps me just kind of get back on track when I'm not feeling well, or when my day's not going right, or maybe I just want to, you know, spend a little extra time in the Word. And so, you know, having these devotionals are a great addition, or reading a book that helps you really walk with the Lord, and or maybe a mom book or self-improvement book, whatever it is that you know, you're interested in. But these are things that I do in the morning to kind of get my day started off right. And if there's a book in the Bible that you're studying, you know, I'd be happy to read what the Lord is showing you. If there's any Bible studies or books or devotionals that you're going through, please share them down below. I'd love to read them, and you can, you know, others can actually read them and maybe research and find them themselves. And so yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.